Good morning, Eagle Nation. Today is Tuesday, the 7th of February. It is the 110th day of school, which means there's 70 left after today. And it is the 21st day of this third quarter. Please join me in starting our day with just a moment of silence. Thank you. And now, your morning announcements. A lot of energy in that song. That was Nobody by Skindred. That was a song dedication today in honor of Black History Month. Although it was by the Welsh band, they are a reggae metal band that was formed in Newport in 1998. Their style mixes heavy metal, alternative rock, and reggae. And for that reason, I wanted to celebrate today, for Black History Month, reggae music in particular. And so, you'll see an image as you scroll down today, an image of Bob Marley, because Bob Marley has become iconic and even synonymous with reggae music. But Black History Month does get a special level of attention in Jamaica, not merely because of its legendary African heritage, but also because February is Reggae Month. If you didn't know that, I didn't either. It's time for Jamaicans to celebrate their unique contributions to world music. Certainly, they have more than one reason to celebrate. Did you know that during the early years of their post-independence, so during the 1970s, roots or reggae music, through its close association with the philosophy and the culture of Rastafari, played a major role in transforming Jamaica's national identity from one of Anglophilic British post-colony. There's some great prefixes, roots, and suffixes there. Anglophilic British post-colony to a conscious black nation with a proud African heritage. The roots of the Rastafari reggae nexus trace back to early decades of the 20th century. You may recall that last spring we highlighted Marcus Garvey. Well, during the 1920s, Marcus Garvey, who was a Jamaican-born champion of Pan-Africanism, mobilized millions of black people in Harlem and across the diaspora with his vision of racial upliftment and a return to Africa. He encouraged his followers to look to Africa where a black king will be crowned, for the day of deliverance is near. So today, we celebrate reggae music. Thank you for that song dedication to an anonymous 7th grader, and also thank you for this opportunity to recognize that this is Reggae Month. In other news today, check us out. Our attendance, if you recall, last week, we learned yesterday, actually, that Mondays and Fridays still to be trouble points for us, that our lowest attendance were on Mondays and Fridays. But check us out. Yesterday, for maybe the first time in weeks and weeks and weeks, our attendance was not in the 80s, and it was not in the low 90s. Our attendance was 99.6%. We have 310 students in school. That means somewhere in the ballpark of about 305 of them were present yesterday, which is fantastic. Notice even on our graph, notice that the color here changed from yellow to green, so out of the risky zone into the at hope zone, what we're capable of, and green print as well. So thank you for being here yesterday. Thank you for being here today. Let's keep up great attendance. Wherever you may be, please stop and stand. Let us rise together for this morning's Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Yesterday, I asked you to do your push-ups on your own. I hope you did them. If you didn't, well, you have a chance to do 20 now, but I did mine, so we'll do 10 today. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, slow and controlled, 7, 8, back straight, 9, and 10. It's like learning math facts or sight words or states and capitals or any of those basic knowledge things. If you study them just little by little, same as if you do push-ups little by little, your strength builds and you just stay strong, even if you miss a day here and there. So keep up the great work. Stay strong, mentally and physically. Announcements for today. On Thursday, we do have our continued practice for Disney's musicals in schools from after school until 5:15 p.m. So we'll see you in the music room at that time. Miss Lehman is back. Mrs. Lehman, welcome back. Miss Newbill is back. Miss Sellos, I'm not sure if she's back yet today. I have to check my messages once again. And Miss Flathers is here as well as Mr. Avile. So a very busy afternoon, of course. Azella testing is going on in kindergarten. So let's all, from 1st through 8th, keep our kindergartners in our minds and in our hearts and encourage them to do their best and to be their best. We know they will. We have announcements to make for our January writing contest on the topic of love and loss. And we have 3 students to celebrate, and I'd like to acknowledge them at this time. So, for our 3 winners, they all came from 2nd grade, as these were the students who submitted. All students had a heading on their paper that had their first name and last name, the date, and even the grade they came from. They did put a title on their essay, and then they did use very clear handwriting with appropriate conventions, clear content, spacing between words. I won't read it to you because some of these were intended to just be personal reflections, but I'll show it to you. This is Ariel Saldano, Love and Loss, and she illustrated hers as well. So Ariel will have a certificate for you and a prize to go with it to encourage your artistic and writing creativity. Also, we have Emma Tamayo, Love and Loss, with her illustration and her essay in 2nd grade. And we have Liam, Love and Loss, his illustration and his essay to go with it. So congratulations to Emma, to Liam, and to Ariel. We celebrate you today. We appreciate your efforts, and we appreciate all of 2nd grade who submitted theirs. So we'll have a little something for all of them, but we have a special prize and reward as well as a certificate to go with these 3 students. So please wait to be called up to the front office so that we have everything ready for you. But when we do, we will honor you, and you will be featured in our February newsletter, which will get out very soon. With that, let's get to some words of wisdom so you can get to the business of teaching and learning. And today is on goals, completing projects, perseverance. You may have heard of Yo-Yo Ma. Have you heard of him? Yo-Yo Ma is a famous world musician whose parents and grandparents are Chinese. He began playing the cello at the age of 4 and gave his first public performance at the age of 5. Listen to this Peruvian proverb. It says, "Little by little, one walks far." Yo-Yo Ma mastered the cello little by little. And as he studied music, he would learn 2 small measures at a time. On a musical notes page, that's only like this much. He would do it little at a time until he had learned the entire piece. He took 1 small step at a time until he reached his goal. Through his study of music, Yo-Yo Ma learned a valuable lesson about life. If you are faced with a difficult job to do, or if you have a school project to do that seems too hard, remember Yo-Yo Ma and complete 1 small piece of the project at a time. Little by little, you'll get the job done. For you 4th graders, this means you'll be learning the song Limon, and little by little, you'll get the job done. With something to think about, this is Mr. Lodato. Mask up today and hand sanitize regularly just to keep yourself healthy and safe. Take off your sunglasses, your hats, and your hoods indoors as a social courtesy. Then stay in your zones, put away your phones to remove distractions, and make it a great day or not. The choice is yours.